Are you ready for the Low Bros Network?
So no one told me you had never seen this show. So now our job is to get you in the know. When we say his name, you seem to get the fear. But we're gonna get you up to speed and into the gear. But I'll watch Friends with you. We can teach you the lore. I'll watch Friends with you. And we can watch it some more. I'll watch Friends with you. And it won't be so new.
We're at the end. We did it. I made it.
Nah, you're at the end of season 2.
I'm still seeing it as a victory.
Okay,
It's a victory.
However you want to live your life.
Don't take this away from me.
Welcome back, everyone.
We're the one with the podcast.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Amy. Ayo.
That's John. That's John still wearing his fucking Freddie Mercury jeans.
John hasn't washed in 3 weeks?
I'm covered in chocolate, like.
That's not even a lie.
Is that like a conscious choice, or are you just...
No, just because I fell asleep with a chocolate button in my pocket.
That
Why'd you
sounds
put a
like
chocolate button in your pocket?
Like
I was
that's,
sitting in it the other night.
that was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
John, seriously, change the pants, okay?
Look at us kayfabe and time. This is great. For those of you who don't know, on this show, we review television shows. And
Because why not?
and we look at them with 2019 eyes.
Yeah.
However, most of the time we don't fucking do that. We just...
We get. I'm actually now.
We talk absolute shite.
Since we adopted John, who's currently still eating that fucking cream from Starbucks.
Okay, but like, we can't, like, in all good conscience, we can't talk about things and be like, this is bad, when we have John who is beside us doing those fucking things.
That it would be very hypocritical of us, but I mean, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm eating the ice cream.
He's having
It's
the
cream.
fucking
It's
shakes
not
here,
even,
eating
it's not
cream.
even ice cream. That's just cream.
I'm
What?
hungover, leave me alone.
Right, anyway.
Do you just want to get another one?
No, too expensive.
How much? Well, actually, do you know
Fucking
what?
fiver.
That was fucking venti hot chocolate was cheaper.
Nah. Starbucks rip-off.
Thank you for housing us, Starbucks. And not being a sponsor, yous cunts.
Also, actually, yeah, if you could just maybe throw us a free coffee or something, that'd be nice.
Please sponsor
I
us.
think there's one to be associated with this podcast.
No.
You never know.
Walk.
Jesus
Freaking
Christ!
out the customers.
I'm still. That's fucking. That was beautiful. That was.
Right, are we all ready to get rolling?
It's exam
Or
time.
as every white dad said, are you kids ready to rock and roll?
How would you know? You don't have one.
I don't have a dad.
That's the first time in a long time I've gotten to say something like that to Nathan. I'm really happy.
Right,
Really
so Voiceover Will is recapping how awful their attempts at becoming cooler this year had been. But it's all okay because it's the end of term.
What attempts? What did they even attempt
Well,
to do?
they tried to go clubbing in London.
Duke of Edinburgh Awards.
How was that going to make you cool?
Well, it's something. There was when they went on the school trip.
Work experience.
Yeah, like they...
Sorry, hold on. Work experience you have to do anyway. That's not something to make yourself cooler.
Yeah, but he was hoping for the cool job as a newspaper and he ended up getting fucked in the lake.
working in the newspaper's not a fucking cool job.
Well,
To Will
back
it
then.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd imagine working in a newspaper, back in the 90s would have been a lot of fun.
And now tabloids smearing all people's name. What's not to love? Like?
Imagine how much fun it would have been working for the News of the World and you're tapping people's phones.
Oh, to be fair now, I think I would have done really well at that.
Yeah, and the old paparazzi. Oh, National Enquirer would have loved to write stories for
I'd
that.
still fucking love reading that shit. I'd love reading
Just
that.
imagine if you had been one of the photographers who killed Princess Diana. Or covered it up for the Queen, at least.
Mates, that is something to be fucking oddly proud of.
Well, the Queen did it. They were just there.
I mean, think about it. Imagine being knowing. Yeah, I took that bitch out.
I have a John joke this week.
Really?
I got a John-style joke. Yeah, it's a Princess Diana John joke.
Go for it, sir.
My girlfriend wanted me to treat her like a princess, so I smashed her across the dashboard of a French tunnel.
And the other one,
She really was a people's princess.
What does Princess Diana and Pink Floyd have in common? The last big hit was The Wall. Sorry, Diana.
Did you just do the respect?
He just fucking tapped his chest twice and put his hand up doing a Black Power sign. John, Fuck off. So back in the common
Energy,
room,
that was
Simon is
boring.
sleeping and he's woken up by Carly, who wants to know
Nice, actually.
if she can come and revise at his house because they've the builders in. He's over eager
That's the
and
start of a porno, if ever.
he's over eager and creepy as fuck. He then asks if having the builders in is a euphemism for something because when you have the painters in, you're on your period. Now I'm going to throw to John because John knows every euphemism for having a period because he's taught me all of them. John, go ahead.
Dropping clots, falling to Red Army, Liverpool playing at home, beef chutney. What's the other one? I'm trying to think, will you put me on the spot here? What's the other one?
I like how like your ones are more disgusting, whereas women's ones are just more like on the immaturity
Clinical.
line. No, immaturity line, like Shark Week.
Oh god, that's vile.
Why did that one freak you out and beef chutney didn't?
Like why does Shark Week freak you out?
Shark or shart?
Shark Week.
Oh, I thought you said shart.
S-H-A-R-K.
I
No,
thought you
Shark
said
Week.
shart, as in like, you know.
Like literally, that was the only way. Like, because I remember one time, like, because when it was obviously when you get to a certain age, my dad was kind of like, oh, for fuck's sake, like. Fucking Jaws is here. And my mum was like, you have to be more sensitive at times like this. And he literally threw a pack of tampons at me and goes, there's your harpoons. He threw a bar of shock and says, there's your fucking chum. Go and enjoy your fucking Shark Week in
see,
peace.
that makes
and that
sense.
was it.
I thought you said shart.
No. But like that one
That's
stuck.
so dim. You don't
Shark
be
Week
sharting
stuck.
when you're wearing fucking white trousers, let me tell you.
You'd fucking know, yeah? You sure that was a button in your pocket and it wasn't something else?
Well, you never know.
John, did you shit yourself?
There is a bit
Think
of a
so.
smell.
That wouldn't be that pungent smell.
So, we then cut to Jay, who's actually kissing a girl. He goes to touch her boob, but she, Chloe, says that she's not ready. And then in the softest voice possible, Jay says that he doesn't want her thinking that he just wants her for sex. And that he would be revising, but when she's near him, he can't think of anything but her. He then offers to walk her home, but also offers his penis again, and she declines.
It is actually really nice and sweet, like, you know, very unexpected for
To
Jay.
be told once no and then attempt it again, only to be told no again.
No, in fairness, like, there's two different things. There's the difference between a boob and a blowjob, like.
Yeah, something tells me. Actually, no. Something should tell everyone if she's saying no to you know just groping on top of the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Chances are she's not going to put that dick in her mouth.
Will is in his room procrastinating. Simon drops in to let him know his Carly news. Will shows him his revision schedule because listening to him is not on it. John, that was one of the questions for the end of the episode, you shitebag.
Chances are we're going to forget it by then because we seem to get distracted. This is really funny. We're talking about Will. We're talking about Will procrastinating about studying, whereas me and John are doing anything but listen to the episode while Nathan's like, I just want to fucking get on with this.
I just want to get this done. So Simon leaves. As he leaves, Neil comes in, who's looking for help with his revision for tech design and PE. Will tells him just go for a run. Fair. Back at Simon's house, he's with Carly revising in his room. He's answering questions, but he wants to watch a film or do anything else. His mum then pops in very sweetly with drinks and biscuits, and then he's an arsehole again and screams at her, asks her what does she think she's doing, and slams the door. He's an arsehole.
Simon's a bit of a dick.
He's a bit of a douche in this episode.
So
you
then,
kind of see his douchey tendencies though throughout it now at this point. Like it's one of those things you can kind of just put it down to, as John would say, lads being lads. But it's kind of unnecessary. Just if you're trying to impress a girl, don't be ripping into your ma because she's going to be best mates with
if
her.
anything, be nicer to your mum around.
Yeah, women.
Yeah. So, Carly lets slip that she is after splitting up with Tom, something Simon didn't know. He then puts on some mood music, and Carly asks for some help revising geography, even though he doesn't do it, and he agrees to help. Back at school, Jay tells the lads about Chloe as they all finish his own stories with signature Jay bullshit, but he shuts them down and says she's not like that and don't talk about her like that. She's a real lady. He then shows them pictures of her as proof that she exists, but gets awkward when he's asked if he loves her. Oh,
Wait, hold on a second.
Amy's confused.
No, it's season 3 I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Okay, well, back here on season 2, he gets awkward if he's asked if he loves her. Will is trying to study in the background but failing miserably. Jay then says that they can meet her on Friday after the last exam for drinks.
She looks like she wants to rob us. She eyed up the fucking laptops.
Yeah. He says that she's coming out on Friday for drinks, but then reverts back to his old self when he talks about the other girls who'll be there. He's also slightly awkward because Neil thinks that she's been with somebody else from their year. So, in the library, Will, surrounded by energy drinks, is staring at books hoping that he'll retain some information. Simon comes in and apologises for the other day, but Will worries about Simon revising geography when he has other exams to be revising for, but Simon just wants to resit them.
Who was Will in school?
Me.
You were that, yeah.
Yeah. But you see, I was Will in terms of, like, I had a terrible memory for stuff, but, like, if it was planned out stuff that I could do, I'd be fine.
I was like procrastinator. I would do anything and everything else rather than...
Yeah, well, I have an eidetic memory, so I literally studied everything the night before and went in and banged the exam out, like...
I redecorated a fucking room in my house. I painted a bedroom in my house to get out of having to do studying for me leaving cert.
Where are we? Yes, so Simon tells Will that he needs to start getting some sleep and that he needs to lay off the energy drinks because they're bad for when you poo. Foreshadowing. Back at home,
to be honest, I drink an awful lot amount of like Monster Energy drinks. Never had that problem.
I stay away from them, even the smell, like, well...
I just stay...
I know you don't like them, and that me and Ali use that to our advantage. Animals. Yeah, animals. But, like, it never gives me any other issues. Never gives me any stomach issues with
Maybe
them.
you just build up a tolerance over here.
I'm pretty sure I fucking have.
A lead stomach.
Mixing them with vodka at, like, the age of 16 onwards. It's just like, yeah, I've no... Doesn't even give me energy anymore now. It's just like, it's like smoking. I just do it just because I can.
No, I never touched any of it because, like, my ma thought I had a heart condition when I was younger, so she was like, "Don't touch them."
To be fair, we all thought that for until like what, last year?
Yeah, until last year.
Got checked out.
So now I just don't drink them because they smell funny. So back at Jay's house, he's watching her revise. Where am I? These notes are fucking horrible. Yeah, he's watching Chloe revise. Then he asks if she'd pull the lad at his school and where she's going to be tomorrow. He then bullshits that he's not allowed revise because of his photographic memory. Huh. Neil is playing FIFA as part of his PE revision. Simon and Carly are doing geography. She knows her stuff. And then she kisses him by way of thanks. She quickly packs up and then kisses him goodbye. On the last day of exams, Will has been up all night and destroying his jacks while revising. Simon is freaking out over getting to kiss Carly and is getting her to come for drinks later. And then Jay tells the lads about his cross-platform stalking of Chloe. Then Neil forgets his PE kit for his exam and has to run home.
Is there actually an exam for PE?
In England, yeah.
Like, I know American do it as well, but like, come on.
The Brits, they're at it again. At the exam hall, Simon and Jay sacrifice their final exams, with Jay having his phone out and then having it confiscated, and Simon doodling Carly's name. Neil has to do PE in his underwear. After the exam, Gilbert...
That pedo teacher still working here? I was just
what's Mr. Kennedy? He's hanging around.
Never been happier to find a pedo in a TV show.
So Gilbert gives Jay his phone back. He said he read all the texts. He told him his phone never buzzed once while he was in there, so Chloe mustn't have been keen.
Aww.
Yeah. Aww.
Gotta love Greg Davis.
Somebody put in an aw sound effect. Yeah, I felt bad for him then, but he didn't. He just passes it off and keeps going. Will...
She knows, like, he's in the middle of an exam, so why the fuck would I be texting him?
That's true. So Will arrives to his exam hall looking pale, unwashed, and hopped up on energy drinks. He sits in the exam hall and wonders why he's even bothering, but he also needs to shit for the 4th time in an hour. And Gilbert thinks he's cheating. People in my school used to do that. Like, during the Leaving Cert, they left their history books in the jacks, but nobody dare go into the jacks anyway, because do you remember I told you we had the big puddle of piss in the middle of the floor? So he won't let Will leave. So Will then calls Gilbert Phil and shits himself, thinking he was going to fart. But he's relieved now knowing that he literally cannot get any lower than he is.
And that's a Shart.
That's a Shart week.
I know what a Shart is. Yeah.
So at the pub, the three lads wonder where Will is.
Do that before. Oh.
The three lads wonder where Will is, And they talk about their hopes with Carly and Chloe, with Jay giving Neil a final warning about disrespecting Chloe. The lads get served somehow, and then in walks Will in tracksuit bottoms and the rest of his uniform, having only finished his exam and carrying a bag of trousers covered in shite.
Sorry, hold on. Why would you bother carrying that? Or
I'd have binned that straight after leaving the school. I thought John had something to say. So he then...
I had thought John had a story, to be honest with you, actually.
I'm not that bad, like.
So then he proudly tells the lads his story.
Lads, come on, I have some self-respect.
I have some dignity, like.
So Will tells the lads his story very proudly. And then, because he knows that the only way is up, then Will manages to get served and he can't believe it, so he necks a pint and orders 2 more. Chloe arrives and Jay introduces her to the lads.
That's what you want to do when you just had this shit.
Yeah, just drink. So Chloe arrives and is introduced to the lads, but she wants to have a chat outside. Then he goes to... What? Where'd what come from? What whites? That's my spit, John. Fucking leave me alone. No, nobody's throwing stuff. For those of you who don't know what's going on,
Nathan just spat on his computer.
Sometimes I spit when I talk and I spat on my screen, and John thinks people are throwing stuff at us. So back to where we were.
The youths all over again.
Chloe goes to chat with Jay outside and he goes to kiss her, but she wants to talk. It's not you, it's me. She's splitting up with him because of how sensitive and needy he is, and she can't deal with all the texts.
Welcome to Dumpsville. Population, you.
3 words. I am gay.
And if any of you are wondering why Jay felt the need to stalk her, it's because earlier in the episode, something that we missed out on, Jay asked his dad for dating advice, and his dad kept calling Chloe a pig, and then said that women are crazy. You just have to be ready to shag her at any time and text her constantly so you know that she's not with someone else.
That's terrible advice.
His dad is the worst person in this show.
Do you know what makes it even worse? His dad actually married somebody, has kids. Like, yeah. How desperate did that woman?
Yeah, how low is her self-esteem?
Like, Jesus Christ! Like, he broke that. That's an emotional, abusive relationship right there. John's like,
I keep waiting for John to talk because John always looks like he's about to say something and then he's just not. So he offers to change for her, but she's made up her mind, and then she says that they should just be friends. 3 pints in, Will orders a 4th. Simon then ditches Neil because he sees Carly. He gives her a mixtape and a kiss on the cheek, but she breaks the news that she's back with Tom. He then takes back the CD because it has drawings of the 2 of them all over it, and it's so fucking sad.
We need to get a screenshot as well of the tracks he put on it, like, and see what kind of cringy music they were.
It was probably all JLS.
And what year was this?
2009.
I don't think JLS were out then, were
they? They were.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they that long?
I think they did like the 2008 X Factor.
Fuck, I'm old.
I thought it'd be like Steps or something like that, you know.
See, this is the funny thing is, because I think me and you were thinking, oh yeah, it should be 90s stuff, whereas he's like, no, it's 90s stuff.
I'm the young one. So...
You also look young.
Yeah, I look older than you anyway.
To be fair, look how fluffy his hair is. It's so adorable.
Will sobers up outside when he realises that Jay is upset about Chloe. Jay then lies about who broke up with who and why they broke up before he started crying. I really like that moment, because you never see like lads crying on TV, and especially like a teenage lad crying like that and then his friend comforting him without being like, oh, you fucking pussy, why are you crying? It was nice.
No, I agree.
Okay, I thought you were going to disagree with me on it, because usually you're just like, no, fuck this show.
No, I agree.
So then the other 2 lads come out and join them and then try to console him as well. Simon says that it's time to leave, that the pub is cursed, and Neil assumes he means haunted like in Harry Potter or the Bible, because that's a ghost story. So then they head off to the car to get chips. Jay cheers up as he gets to the car because he realises that there's plenty more clunge in the sea.
And then he ruins it.
Yeah, he goes back on it. But maybe that's just like a defence mechanism for him.
Dude.
Like, maybe that's just he feels that he should talk that way, because when he tries to be nice, this is what happens to him.
No, when he beats a stalker, that's what happens to him. There's
So
a fine line. He still can't seem to see it.
Yeah. So
I want
Will
to go to Lush. Shit.
Will then remembers that he still has another year of school to go, and he hopes that nobody remembers that he had his little accident, but the lads make nicknames based off of shit puns, and then they drive off to end the series.
Yay!
We're 2 series in and we have 1 more to go, so what did you think of the episode?
Yeah, it was good. Strong character moments, character development, a character doing an arc there, very good. Jay there progressing as a well-rounded human being, showing different sides. All in all, good episode.
Yeah, I said,
they do actually round off Jay a little bit more. Like, it gives him it gets a better side of Jay.
I'm starting to notice at the end of every season they have like a moment like that with Jay.
Yeah, to show that he's not actually that much of a dick. He is still a dick, but he's not that much of a dick.
Every time he has these moments, you see it because of his father. Because then you know who's raising him.
Maybe you're happy then that you never got to know yours, because you could have turned out something really bad.
Yeah. What a prick. Anyway, as well as that,
you have John.
We'll eventually get around to this, because I have a surprise for afterwards, which I'll tell you about. But
you're going to bring out your dad?
No. You kind of see more kind of moments with Jay in the Inbetweeners movie.
Why are you smiling?
Look at Amy. She's getting like a little realization go across her face. So the Inbetweeners movie was quite a big thing, and I think we should try and review it at some stage, be it via tweetathon or on the podcast.
I would rather do it on the podcast than a tweetathon. Reason being is because I will not tweet on that, because I will probably zone out and forget about it. I think realistically you're going to have to sit me down and probably force me to watch it.
That's not a bad idea. We could all sit down and watch it together and do a live commentary track.
That's what I would think, because at least then you are guaranteed to know that I have in fact actually watched it.
Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind for after we finish, because now that we've done season 2...
Can I get drunk as well during it? Because I think it's going to be... Oh, thank God.
Now that we've done season 2, what did you think of season 2 before we start on season 3 next week?
Do you know what? Actually, like, I'll be honest with you, going into it with a better kind of sense of being like, right, maybe just don't automatically hate it just because you already did hate it. Just start fresh, pretend it's new eyes. Plus, I never actually made it to series 2, obviously, of the first of this before, so I was seeing this for the first. It wasn't as bad as it was, so I was as I remembered it being. It wasn't as bad.
And it's I think the writing as well. The writing's very good in it. Like, it's very tight. They know they've only 6 episodes. They kind of like planned them as well. It's not like other sitcoms that are 22 episodes where plot lines can drag and go along. They're very distinct, to the point, get you in there. They're good laughs there, and it's not overly long. Like, it's enjoyable.
Why don't you just add Friends next time?
It's not the funny thing is, because he actually likes Friends, but it's not as many storylines going on though either. It's always kind of one.
Well, you have recurring characters coming in, like Carly's friend Rachel. She was in a few episodes there. We're getting more of the background characters there.
Kind of like you.
From the what?
Kind of like you. You started off as a character that no one ever mentioned. We only ever mentioned, and now you're like in a couple of episodes.
Now I'm possessed by Freddie Mercury's spirit. Ayo.
Don't ever disrespect that man ever again.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm rocking these white jeans.
Take them off. It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation about whether he's coming back for series 3.
Linda Block, if you're out there, I'm wearing my white jeans.
She has you blocked, dude.
Yeah, block by name, block by nature. Anyway,
you told us that she had you blocked.
No, I thought I said black.
What? What do you mean?
No, Sharon Stone blocked me. Linda Block did not block me.
You said Linda Block blocked you last week.
No, that was Sharon Stone.
No, but you said she blocked you as well. You said they both blocked you.
No, Alison King is the actress.
Yeah,
so she blocked me.
Well, you said that she blocked you.
Yeah. Linda blocked, the character didn't.
Ah.
Sorry, hold on a minute.
That's still creepy.
You realise that Alison King and Linda Block are still the same person. So if Alison King has you blocked, Linda Block ain't getting nowhere.
No, she's a completely different person.
Yeah, I'm at a loss now.
Does he understand what he's saying? Or
no. Do you want to just move on to questions?
I do, actually, because I'm actually starting to question his sanity now.
Right. Guess what, everyone? It's question time. And as we said last week, it's now going to be a head-to-head competition. Right. So, question 1. How many days did Will work on his revision schedule?
2. Didn't buzz.
He buzzed. You didn't buzz. So that's 1 to John.
I'm actually surprised I remembered it from the start of the episode.
your second question. What does Simon describe poo when you have energy drinks in your system as being?
Oh, like liquid iron or something like that, isn't it?
Close, but no. Amy?
Liquid lava?
Rusty water.
I knew it was something to do with that.
And our final question.
Make the rusty trombone joke at that, yeah.
Our final question. Jay lists a few websites that he's been stalking Chloe
even
on.
Fucking point and even trying.
John, do you want to buzz in?
Facebook, Bebo, MySpace, and what was it? 2009. Facebook, Bebo, MySpace. What was it back then?
No, that was it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that and texting her.
I love that he's like thinking. I was waiting for him to go. Was Club Penguin around then at that point? Just
I used to love Club Penguin.
See, I wasn't. I think this was after.
I was young. Yeah, I was young enough for Club Penguin.
Have you never heard of it? I've heard of it. I've never been on it. Like,
it was like this website where you'd like create your own penguin avatar and like you go around and you'd meet other penguins.
Did you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged and it has that creepy guy in it and it's like penguins.
No.
Google it. It's very funny. You go to Bridge Theory and it's the penguin episode. It's like this like creepy older man who's obsessed with penguins and just thinking of that, and now you going around penguins.
Okay, well that takes us up to the end of our episode and the end of season 2. Whoop whoop. So it's kind of sad now because I know that we've only 6 more to go and then we're done.
Jesus Christ.
So John, we're going to have a discussion about your return to the show in the meantime, but for now, do you have any parting words to everyone?
In the words of Freddie Mercury, the show must go on.
I think that's him saying I'll be fucking back.
Yeah.
So we don't even get to put it to discussion. We don't get to look at the funding on whether or not we can
John's
afford
just going to show up
in his Freddie Mercury pants.
Yeah, so until next time, if you want to follow us, you can follow us on Twitter at @the1, that's the number 1 with the pod. And Amy, where can they find you on Instagram?
At @the1, that's the number 1 with the Insta.
There we go. So thanks everyone. I've been Nathan.
I've been Amy.
And I've been John.
And until next time, I thought it was a fart, sir. I thought I was safe.
It's never safe.